But Donte DiVincenzo had did a sit down where he was asked about how it was to play for Tom Thibodeau, a coach where, especially among media members and certain players throughout the league, he has a reputation of running guys to the ground. And Donte gives great game of how playing for Tibbs allowed their bodies to build up a certain regiment where they're pretty much not even feeling the aches of pain even through the offseason because their bodies are built to last for a long time. You guys check it out, and every once in a while, I'll check in.
What's your, it's a random tangent, but like, what's your mentality going into a game where you know you're playing 46? Like,
bro,
and you might not come out.
But like, everybody says this is so much fun. Like when you hoop, you want to hoop. You want to be out there all right, what Josh Hart was doing, and I don't know about all that. Like,
he went like 5 games without checking out or something, right?
Yeah, Josh is nuts, and he'll still complain about something. Like if he came out, he'd be like, "Damn, why the hell did I come out for 30 seconds?" And but like, nah, it wasn't that. Like you just go in like, all right, let's win. And Tibbs, you trust in whatever his decision is, and we were winning. Like you can't knock it. Like we were winning, and I think you get to the point where like after the season, I actually felt my body felt really good after last year. Like it wasn't at the end of the year I was like, damn, I ain't got nothing left. Like I know a lot of guys got hurt and everything, but me personally, afterwards I was like, damn, we were 1 game away from.
You also emptied the clip in Game 7.
I was ready to go to Boston because I think that last game is when Jalen got hurt. So if we would have won that game, I would have went through hell with Drew and Derek.
Him and Alex Burks, they almost did.
Yeah, me and AB would have went through hell the next series.
And most of these guys, they got hurt. Jalen, I believe he broke his wrist. They were like bone issues, but they were not like soft tissue issues. Same thing for Josh Hart.
You say something interesting about like after the season, the way you felt. Mm-hmm. I've obviously, my minutes have fluctuated in different seasons, right? And now I'm at this place where I'm not playing as much. Like I used to play 30, 35 and I was playing 82 games, the whole thing. You actually build up a tolerance for the load. Like everyone talks about load management and sit this guy out, and I'm not like knocking that, but there is a downside to that in that you're not building the actual resistance to withstand that. So when you get to a point in the season, like playoffs are a physical grind. You're not playing back-to-backs, but you're playing every other, mostly, unless you're traveling in between. And if you haven't built up that tolerance to extend your minutes to 40 or whatever, if you're a starter, then all of a sudden you're doing it for the first time, your body's feeling different. Like it's so you guys, it's fun. I know you guys did have injuries, but you guys could like tolerate it as much as anybody.
Well, that's the thing is like early on, my body actually felt worse in terms of soreness and this and that, because like everybody's like, Donte, you played, what you just said, you played X amount of minutes, but like early on in the season, I wasn't playing. Like I wasn't playing a lot. So like it evened out at the end of the year. But throughout the year, you just build up a tolerance. And at the end of the year, you're like, Tibbs gets this rap of practice. But bro, we were playing, day off, playing, come and watch film, playing. Like,
he's letting you know right there, they don't really practice, even with a coach like Tom Thibodeau, who has a reputation of working guys hard in practice. Today's current NBA schedule, it's really difficult for players to get in a good hard practice with this day off game. And the reason why this scheduling is the way it is because in 2016 with that CBA, the league had kind of orchestrated a shorter preseason by a week. And then thus they sacrificed the 4 games in 5 nights and actually spread the games out. And this was the compromise. It's game, day off. So right now there's actually less time for a player who missed training camp and preseason to actually get up to speed during the regular season. That's why we see Embiid kind of struggle a little bit right here.
So much you can do. Like, I will say, like, he tries to get the most out of every single day, but it's not, running up and down and then go play 40. If we were doing that, I wouldn't be able. There's no way you can.
What's your like favorite recovery regimen? I'm trying to steal something right now, so.
To be honest with you, I kind of go in on every off day. I'm a big kind of cold tub guy. I'm a big I like to just get the body moving for a little bit. I go in and get some shots up, and it really changed last year. I think with having the success that I was having, it kind of changed stuff for me.
Now, right there, you heard about his off day. You're getting great insight right here. This is a beautiful thing about players having their own podcast now. The off days with no game was just him going in the ice tub, him getting shots up, probably looking at game film and a walkthrough. That's how it is for most NBA teams with this brand new scheduling.
Even when I was, I go to a game and like I said, I'm getting 10 up and I might go 0 for 10, but there's 10 going up. And I was still going the next day, shoot my shots, get in the cold tub, get my body work, and then go home and chill with the fam. But there was no secret. I just like going in.
Once again, right there, you don't hear any mention of a hard practice. It's really rare because teams are barely getting 2 days off. They got to wait at least 3 to 4 weeks. Sometimes a few teams even have to wait 2 months just to have 2 days off. And we got to factor in travel, hotel, family situations, time zones, etc. But overall right here, we're getting a great 3-dimensional perspective of why we're seeing so many early season injuries, especially affecting the star players. It's unfortunate, but Adam Silver might have to go back to the drawing table and actually examine certain key situations and maybe even get more insight from former players that went through the old rigorous scheduling and kind of fuse it in with current day players and try to find out what's the perfect medium, because they cannot measure a rest period like an average citizen. They have to measure the rest period for a NBA player that's going to go through that 82 game grueling schedule.